Hey y'all, it's Easy Doodles. This video is the completed story of my Pokemon Emerald Nuzlocke, with all 4 parts in one video for your viewing ease. For those of you who don't know what a Nuzlocke is, essentially it's a self-imposed set of rules that make Pokemon games more challenging. The rules are, if a Pokemon faints, it's considered dead, and you can't use it anymore. You can only catch 1 Pokemon per route, and you have to nickname all your Pokemon, so you feel a little more attached to it when it dies. I also play with one additional rule, which is you can't level above the next gym leader's best Pokemon. That way, I can't win just by grinding on low-level Pokemon until I end up with like a level 50 Zigzagoon before the first gym and breeze my way through the game. I decided to play Pokemon Emerald. I was playing on an emulator so I could speed up the parts that are a little bit less exciting. So, let's get started. And just zoom through all this. Oh, I'm not a boy. Shit. No! And so I restarted the game. Okay. Oh my god, I said I was a boy again! And there goes attempt 2. I swear, I'll get it on attempt 3. Oh my god. Okay. And you are... Ooh! Girl! We did it! Now that I finally told Professor Birch that I am, in fact, a girl, my journey was ready to start. My plan is to pick Mudkip, because water and ground typing is really useful. Plus, Swampert is really bulky, so he'll hopefully be able to survive the journey with me. Professor Birch is being attacked by Zigzagoons, so I rush over to his rescue. No, I don't want to have Torchic! Oh my god, I'm such an idiot! Oopsie daisy. Now, I know what you're thinking. You'd restart to be a girl, but not to pick the starter that you wanted. I have a good reason. Pinned it in the comments, check it out. Anyway, my rival Brendan ends up getting the beautiful Muddy Boy just to spite me, but I easily defeat him with Oopsie Daisy. After, I manage to catch a Wurmple, Poochyena, and a Ralts. But I'm getting a little worried. The first gym leader is Roxanne, a rock-type trainer. Now, if I had gotten Mudkip like I was planning, this wouldn't be a problem. But since I have Torchic, I'm pretty weak to rock types and physical moves. I'm just really hoping for a grass type or a water type. Okay. Meryl! Yes! This is perfect. How do I save this game? Not sure how to save yet. Wow, it only does that much damage. Okay, now I'm gonna throw a ball. I have Pokeballs, right? Okay, good. I bought a lot. Yay, I caught it! It's a boy! Hopefully it's huge power, or else it's a little useless. I'm gonna name you Peekaboo. That reminds me, when I was really little, there was this one website that had a bunch of Flash Pokemon games, and I loved the website. But all the games were really like, you know, just like, wait, what? Oh my god. The poison. Poison killed it. Because it was poisoned when I caught it.
Oh, right. The poison for Cusco. The poison chosen specially to kill Cusco. Cusco's poison. Fat poison?
Yes, that poison.
I was so excited to have a Meryl that I just wanted to rush it back to the Pokemon Center, heal it up, and start training it right away. But in my hurry, I didn't realize it was slowly dying from poison, and I never made it to the Pokemon Center. Oh my god. I still have a chance inside of Petalburg Forest to catch a Shroomish. I approach from the bushes, and it's a Slakoth. Outside of Rustboro, I catch a Tailo, yet another thing weak to rock types. I do not have a good feeling about this gym. Only the Lord RNGesus can save me now, because the strategy I came up with is not safe. I lead with Lazy to get a yawn off. Lazy gets hit by Rock Tomb and lives with 1 HP and hits the yawn, dying the next turn to another Rock Tomb. While Geodude sleeps, I max out Ashido's evasion. Hopefully this means that no moves will hit her, and Ashido is able to avoid taking damage the rest of the fight, because she'll go down to 1 or 2 hits. I spam Confusion, and eventually all of her Pokemon go down, including the bulky Nose Pass. Everything went according to plan, which is crazy because it would have been so easy for everything to go so wrong. Thank you for your sacrifice, Lazy. It won't be forgotten. After running some errands for the incompetent employee of Devon Corporation, I made my way to Duford Island, where I promptly swept Brawly's muscly boys with my bug that thinks a little hard. Good job, buddy. I cross the ocean, and I'm able to round up my team a little bit when I catch Gulliver the Wingull outside of Slateport and Stitch the Oddish outside of Maulville City. Now it's time for Gym 3. Watson can be tough because he paralyzes and confuses you. My strategy going into the battle is to use Stitch to beat the first Voltorb and Electrike, then put Magneton to sleep and switch into Oopsie Daisy to clean up the rest of the Pokemon. But as soon as the match starts, it's obvious that won't work. Stitch's absorbs are too weak, and even after putting Voltorb to sleep, he's just not doing enough damage. I end up having to switch around between all my Pokemon just to take out the Voltorb and Electrike. Magneton confuses and paralyzes my Pokemon. Eventually, it goes down to a few embers from Oopsie Daisy, but it puts up a solid fight. My team is really hurting now. Last is Manectric, who takes down Toxic, nearly kills Ashido, kills Gulliver, and kills Robin before slowly succumbing to burn. At the end of the massacre, Stitch evolves into Gloom. I beat Watson! And now I need to lay down and cry. Half my team gone in just one gym battle. What am I going to do now? I know where to start, by burying my dead team members. Then, I need to go out and catch some new ones. I managed to catch a Numel, and hey, I also caught another Meryl. Your name is Pika-Blue 2. What happened to the first Pika-Blue? We don't talk about that. Now, let me check your stats and ability. Ooh! It's fine, I can work with this. My plan for the gym is to grind up my newcomers Pika-Blue 2 and Magma so I can get super effective moves against Flannery's fire types. Pika-Blue 2 evolves into an Azumarill. I was searching for more trainers to the right of Lava Ridge when I ran into this Spinda with a butt on his face and this interesting formation of trainers. I'm chipping away at their Pokemon with Bubble Beam and Ember. The guy has a few errands that go down easily. Then, Magma levels up and starts learning a new move. Delete a move to use for Magnitude? Yes, absolutely. Magnitude is a great move. Well, I mean, it's a little bit of RNG, but... R.I.P. Numel, your potential was cut short. I guess it's all up to you, Pika-Blue 2. Pika-Blue 2 swept with Bubble Beam and Rollout. I'm grateful for an easy gym because Watson totally kicked my butt. Before moving on to challenging my dad at the Petalboard gym, I decided to train a little bit and level up. Ashido evolves into a Gardevoir, and along the way I caught a few new Pokemon, most notably Cloud the Swablu and Gong the Trapinch. Can you just imagine little old me with 2 dragons? If they can live that long. I decide to raise Swablu first because I'll need something to fly me around. Then, I'm back to grinding on the trainers inside the trick house.
Ah! Self-destructed. Freaking Christ! Christ! That's why I wanted a Mudkip!
Me, when my starter almost dies in a Nuzlocke. Jokes aside, I'm glad he didn't die. While inside Petalburg Gym, we run into a Slackoth who decides to enact revenge on me for sacking Lazy, when he lives a double kick with 1 HP and nearly kills Oopsie Daisy again. But he's fine, Oopsie Daisy's fine, his frail little body is just fine. After the tragedy that is my battle with Watson, I realized instead of taking my whole team with me at all times, it might be a better strategy for me to only have what's needed for the gym and use other Pokemon to get a clean switch, aka Death Fodder. This is the only time I will ever hold you. So for the battle against Norman, I took Ashido, Oopsie Daisy, Stitch, and 3 Pokemon to sack, aka Sackables. Ashido easily took out the Spinda with her psychic moves, and after bulking up against Norman's Vigoroth, Oopsie Daisy easily kicked Dad's lazy butts. And I only sacked 1 Pokemon. Sorry, Spoink. On my way to Fortree City, I catch a level 24 Voltorb that I name Gumball. For some reason, before Fortree, there are a ton of flying-type trainers, so Gumball was having the time of its life. Closer to the city, there are more trainers with grass-type Pokemon, so I have to switch Gumball out. Let's go into Cloud and Peck. Okay. That's very sad. Cloud dies to a critical hit headbutt. R.I.P. my dragon dreams. Is it just me, or is it cloudy around here because, the Weather Institute makes it rain, and so do clouds, and... Never mind, this is a stupid joke. Team Aqua has taken over the Weather Institute, and they give me just enough EXP for Gumball to evolve into Electrode. Then the scientists give me a cast form for my efforts. I'm gonna name you... Cloud. Cloud 2. Now that I'm nearing Fortree, I'm coming up with my plan for Winona. Originally, I thought Gumball would be able to sweep, but her ace is a dragon dancing Altaria, R.I.P. Cloud, that also knows Earthquake. Gumball just isn't the best matchup for that. Plus, Oopsie Daisy and Stitch are weak to flying-type attacks, so I don't want them to be in this fight in case they die. On the outskirts of Fortree City, I catch a Mightyena that I named Doggy Darko, and the plan starts to form in my mind. I drop off Oopsie Daisy and Stitch in the box, and I pick up Doggy Darko and Cloud 2. I lead class form and set up a hail. Things are going really well as I easily take down her Swablu and Skarmory. Altaria comes out and the hail ends, so I set it up again and have to switch out. After Cloud 2 takes an Earthquake and sets up the hail, I switch into Doggy Darko. He gets the Intimidate off, but then he dies. His sacrifice lets me heal Cloud 2. A single Weather Ball takes down the Altaria. The rest of the team is an easy sweep. And there you have it. How to beat Winona with a cast form. With only losing 1 Pokemon. I swear to God, I am a murder machine. Getting caught by me is a death sentence. Castform is a total dragon slayer. Okay, that was a lame joke. But, I originally put Castform on this team because I didn't really care if it died, but we were able to win because of her. So, I have a newfound respect for her. And now, a moment of silence for our fallen friends. After getting desperately lost surfing, I finally made it to Moss Deep. Since we have the HM for Fly and our flyer just died last episode, I decided to raise up Zubat to be on the team, and Zubat can't learn Fly. I decided to raise up this Natu, and Natu can't learn Fly. I decided to raise up Trapinch and grind it up 10 levels so it becomes of a Brava, which can fly. I do some exploring around the area and catch a Spheal in the Shoal Cave, which I named Navy, because she's a Navy Spheal. I'm also able to finally evolve Oopsie Daisy into a Blaziken, and get a Leaf Stone for Stitch to evolve into Vileplume. Not that that will help very much against Tate and Liza, the next gym. So, I once again dive my hand into the PC box to pull out my next victim. It's your time to die, Ducky Momo. My plan is to use Imprison on Ashido. Imprison is a move that basically is only useful in this situation. As long as Ashido is on the field, no opponents can use any moves that she has. I can block Tate and Liza from using Psychic, which means I can have Stitch out pretty safely to Giga Drain their dual Rock Psychic types. So, I just need to sack Ducky Momo turn 1 to make sure Ashido can get off the Imprison without taking a Psychic. Ashido traces Claydol's Levitate, so with Gone out, no Pokemon on my side of the field can get hit by Earthquake or Psychic. I start stacking up Calm Minds on Ashido. Things are working beautifully. I take down the Xatu and leave the Claydol alive for now because it can't do much. Honestly, things are going so well with Ashido blocking the use of Psychic. I switch into Peekaboo 2 to get some surfs off. This is amazing. I can't believe how well my strategy worked. Oh wow, surf didn't even kill. Oh, I guess it is sunny. Come on, oh my god. Okay, I guess, what just happened? While I'm grieving over the loss of Ashido, Peekaboo 2 gets hit with a super effective solar beam that only took one turn to charge because of the sun. I clutch out the win with Gumball and Stitches, but at what cost?
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Two great teammates who put in a lot of work thus far. I'm so sorry about the mistakes that I made. And Dekimomo too. I take a second to grief and go to the box to find another teammate. All the Pokemon are probably like, "Don't take me, I don't want to die!" You know, because of my habit of killing them and calling them Sackables. But I think back to the Sackable that didn't die, and I take out Cast Form. Welcome to the team, Cloud2 and Navy Celio. After getting desperately lost in the water again, I find my way to Sootopolis City. I go open the gym door and it's locked. Why is it locked? Just let me in, I want to fight the gym. Apparently, I'm supposed to go beat Team Aqua in their underwater hideout now, but how was I supposed to know that? I think an NPC tells you, shut up! So now I'm running around some underwater cave, and I'm feeling a little bit of an existential crisis because I never asked to be a hero. I just want to collect gym badges, but now I'm apparently infiltrating a criminal syndicate. I don't know what's going on anymore in my life. It's sad. Okay. And here is Kyogre. Archie approaches me and accuses me of stalking him. Archie is no match for my electric and grass type moves, so he easily goes down. But Kyogre basically gives me a heart attack. Oh my god. You know, I've never played Emerald before, so I don't know what's happening right now. Like, do I have to fight Oh. I guess I don't have to fight Kyogre. So Kyogre is like, yeet! And I'm like, okay, guess I'll check if I can do the gym now. Back in Sootopolis, Groudon and Kyogre are just doing this. Still can't fight the gym, huh? I get to meet Champion Wallace for the first time, who gives me a pop quiz, then abandons me. Do you know where Rayquaza is now? Yeah, it is, well, gosh, I was gonna say it's in Pacific Log Town, but, Sky Pillar is probably correct. The Sky Pillar? That's it. It must be in the Sky Pillar. There's not a moment to waste. We'll head to the Sky Pillar right away. How do I get there? Why does everyone just assume I know where I'm going? I have no idea where I'm going, ever. Not here, not in life, ever. I figure it's probably close to Pacific Log Town, so I check the map on where that town is. Ugh, I hate too much water, 7 out of 10. Man, after all this, I'm on Team Magma's side. They're trying to do something good for the world. Shut up, Archie. After even more aimless surfing, I finally found out how to get there. Wallace is all like, in my haste, I didn't notice that I left you behind. Yeah, I sure noticed. And then he basically says, you got this, bro? I'm worried about Sootopolis. I've got to go back. Everything is in your hands now, don't fail us. Leaving it all to a 10-year-old. So I have to climb Sky Pillar on my own. My plan is to rappel all the way up the tower so I can catch Rayquaza with a Master Ball. Gosh. The awakened Rayquaza flew off. Wait, what? What? Now what do I do? So I decide to fly back to Sootopolis City to check if I can do the gym yet. Here I go, slithering down to yell at my children to stop messing up the house. Oh. They're like, okay, Rayquaza. Okay. Okay, is that all that happens? Are we done? After saving the world from not 1, not 2, but 3 giant freaking kaiju right outside his doorstep, Juan opens his gym for me. And you know what he says? After literally doing nothing to help when 3 gods were literally raging a weather war outside his doorstep, he's just sitting there on his cocky little ass like, you know, I trained Wallace. Bitch, I just met the god from Dragon Ball Z. Do you think I care? His Love Disc, Celio, Wishcash, and Crawdon were no match for Gumball and Stitch, but the problem came with his Kingdra. That thing is the devil! It knew Double Team and kept steadily raising its evasion. Then it would get random freezes from Ice Beam, and it would rest off any damage I dealt in the seldom time I did hit it, or Juan would just heal it with a Hyper Potion. How many Hyper Potions does this guy have? Oh my god. It's struggling. It's struggling. I have never seen a Pokemon in-game struggle that wasn't my own. That sounds crazy. Okay. That was a crazy sentence. I have never seen a PC run out of PP on their Pokemon completely before. This is the first time I've ever seen this. The critical hit right where it didn't matter, Cloud, but honestly, way to freaking go! I cannot believe the Kingdra started to struggle! With that, I have all 8 gym badges. And now, we're moving to the penultimate challenge, the Victory Road. Did you know that the Victory Road in Hoenn is dark? Because I didn't. It's like, hey, let's make the place in the game with the hardest trainers also require the most useless overworld move to navigate. I never even figured out where Flash was, and I definitely don't want to delete a move for it. So, most of Victory Road was just me feeling around in the dark. While feeling my way out of the cave, Navy evolved into Walrein and Gong evolved into Flygon. My team is finally all grown up. Here's the full team. We have the newcomer, Gong the Flygon. The plan is to use him as support against Phoebe and Drake with his Crunch and Dragon Claw attacks. Also freshly evolved, we have Navy the Walrein. She's going to be the MVP against Drake's Dragons with Ice Beam and Blizzards. Here's the team underdog, Cloud 2. The only sackable not to be sacked, she proved herself against Winona and got a full spot on the team after Ashido died. Her role is to sweep Phoebe with Shadow Ball and to set up Hail against Drake. One of my clutchest catches, Gumball has proven itself time and time again against Winona, Juan, and Tate and Liza. Able to provide defensive support with Light Screen and offensive support with Thunderbolt, it's been incredibly valuable to have on the team. Now here's the second oldest Pokemon, Stitch. He's been amazingly useful, providing support moves in both sleep and paralysis. Basically every Pokemon I caught was caught using Stitch. And lastly, we have Oopsie-Daisy the Blaziken, my accidental starter. He's really shown me how strong a Blaziken can be, and despite some questionable design decisions in this line, I have a newfound appreciation for the fire chickens. Comment below if you think I'm gonna win, and let's go!
Welcome, challenger.
I lead Stitch against Sydney to put his Mightyena to sleep. I miss Sleep Powder 3 times in a row before finally hitting and switching into Oopsie-Daisy. Once I broke up 3 times, Mightyena roars me into Cloud 2. I switch back into Oopsie-Daisy and set up once again. This time things go better. Oopsie-Daisy sweeps through the whole team. And that's 1 down. Next up, Phoebe and her ghost types. I start off with Cloud 2 against her Dusclops, but get bad luck while confused as she Protect stalls me. Eventually Dusclop goes down, but not without cursing Cloud 2 first. I switch into Gon, who immediately gets burned. Before Banette goes down, it uses Grudge and takes all of my Crunch PP. I switch into Stitch, who takes an Ice Beam to the face, but hits a Sleep Powder so I can heal the rest of the team. Dusclops wakes up and freezes Stitch with a super effective Ice Beam, so I switch into Navy to take it down with a few surfs. Against her last Banette, I switch into Gong. I restore my Crunch PP and hit a Crunch for the kill. Last up is Sableye, who isn't weak to any moves. Luckily, it goes down to an Earthquake. Next up, Glacia. And let me just show you the real-time strategy. Let's go, Glacia. She leads off with Celio, I lead off with Oopsie Daisy, and I'm gonna try to set up 3 bulk ups as she uses Hail. 1, 2, and I'm paralyzed! 3. And let me get that paralysis off with a full restore. Are you serious? It paralyzed me twice in a row? And again, let me get that paralysis off with a full heal. Okay, it just paralyzed me 3 times in a row. What the frick, man? 4 times in a row. Wow, it really wants me to be paralyzed. Okay, now that I'm not paralyzed, let's start using Brick Break. 1. I think Brick Break should kill Wall Rain as well, because I have 3 bulk ups. 2. There we go. That was her best Pokemon. The rest of this is going to be a really easy sweep. 3. 4. 5. And that is 1 Pokemon only sweeping Glacia. After the easiest battle, we have one of the hardest, Drake and his dragons. My plan is to use Cloud 2 to set up Hail, then use Cloud 2 and Navy to sweep the team with Ice Beams and Blizzards. Cloud 2 sets up the Hail, and Navy takes out the Shogun with an Ice Beam. Then the Salamence comes out, and Blizzard misses, which I thought was impossible in the Hail, but we're still able to take out Salamence with Ice Beam. Altaria also goes down to an Ice Beam. Then the Kingdra comes out. I drain all my Ice Beam PP as Kingdra sets up with Dragon Dances and Smoke Screens until Body Slam does a scary amount of HP. I switch into Flygon to lure an Ice Beam, then into Blaziken, who takes it down with a Quick Attack. Last up is his Flygon. I switch Oopsie Daisy out into Cloud 2 as he hits a powerful Earthquake. As soon as I see how much damage that does, I knew. Cloud 2 goes down to a Flamethrower. I send in Navy and take down Flygon with a single Ice Beam. Switching into Cloud 2 was a mistake on my part. She died an honorable death to protect her friends. I was so impressed with her throughout this run. When she one-shot Winona's Altaria or stalled out Juan's Kingdra, without her, we would not have made it this far. Rest in peace, sweet baby Cloud 2. Last up is Wallace. His Wailord and Gyarados go down to a single Thunderbolt. Stitch takes down Wishcash with Giga Drain. Wallace's Milotic gets into a stall war with me as we try to toxic each other to take each other out. After turns and turns of healing, toxicking, taking surfs, thunderbolting, my Milotic goes down to a critical hit Thunderbolt. Next up, Tentacruel, who goes down to a few Thunderbolts. Last is his Ludicolo. I switch into Stitch, who uses a Sludge Bomb, poisons it, and eventually, it goes down. We beat the champion. We are the champion. With that, the Elite Four is over, and we beat the Nuzlocke. Of course, we have to thank the 5 main Pokemon who made it all the way, but I'm not going to forget about the key players that helped me get here. Every Pokemon that ever battled alive, dead, sacked, or accidents. Lastly, thank all of you for the support on this series. I really want to build a community on this platform for people to share art, talk about Pokemon and other games, and just generally vibe with each other. If you want to join in on the journey, don't forget to subscribe for more animated content. Thank you guys all for watching. It was really nostalgic for me to revisit this video and combine it into one viewing experience for you guys. I plan on making new videos soon, so stay tuned, and as always, smell ya later.